Today is Tuesday, July 16th, and this is another update on my progress beating the S&P 500 along with Bill Ackman's Pershing Square holdings. I do make these videos every Tuesday and Sunday, so if you want to follow along, hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. Since my last update, I've left my portfolio unchanged. I'm still waiting for the S&P 500 to reach the second trim level, and until that happens, I don't think I'm going to be making any changes. So this is what the SPY chart looks like right now. Everything just keeps rolling along for the most part. The price is still above the 5-day and the 15-day, which indicates that currently we're in a bull market, and for the time being, it's at least going to continue. So the SPY price actually did close at the second trim level today, but I realized that this black line right here, which represented Jerome Powell's Fed speech, was actually set incorrectly. I had it marked for Monday, July 29th, when the Fed speech is actually 2 days later, Wednesday, July 31st. So what I'm going to do is move it 2 slots over to the right and raise the second trim level up, so that way it's right back here where those two lines cross. From where the SPY price closed out today to reach the second trim level, it's going to be about 0.3% to get there. At that point, I'll trim some more of my positions, so that way I can lock in some profits and also raise some cash. If we zoom out for the entire year, the blue line on the left represents the beginning of the year, and the blue line all the way to the right represents the end of the year. The market's really only made about 3 moves the entire year. At the beginning, it went up, and then it had a slight dip, and now it's in an upward continuation, which is why I'm looking to trim out some of my positions, so that way if the pattern repeats and it dips down right about here, I'll be able to buy back in. From where we closed today to reach the lower end of my year-end target, it's only about a 4.45% gain to get there. This is the first page of all my current positions. Right now, Nvidia, Apple, Google, Microsoft, and C3 AI make out my top 5 holdings, and those account for 46.41% of my portfolio. Nvidia and Apple are still my 2 biggest winners, with a 29.29% gain for Nvidia and a 24.79% gain for Apple. I talked about previously that when PayPal, Mind Medicine, and General Electric got either to break even or close to break even, I would reconsider those positions. I'm really leaning on just holding on to all of them. Right now, PayPal and General Electric are the only ones in the red. Mind Medicine actually turned green today. It's only at a 1.12% gain, but I think it's going to be worth hanging on to for at least the next couple of weeks. This is the second page of my current positions with Supermicro and Spotify. Both are small positions at 1.48 and 1.46. With some of the cash that the trimming creates, I'm definitely going to be looking to increase my position sizes in these. Right now, I have 86.03% of my portfolio invested, with 13.97 sitting in cash. Since Monday, my portfolio increased 1.14%. Pershing Square saw a decline of 0.14, and the S&P 500 had a gain of 0.9, which brings us year to date. My portfolio has a gain of 24.64. Pershing Square is at a gain of 20.14, and the S&P 500 on the year has a gain of 19.49. That's all I got for today. I do make these videos every Tuesday and Sunday, so if you want to follow along, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you on Sunday.